中等灵光波加忽然阳拉香扎罗，刚个罗珠正你正着你的南达拉萨。这你东个就算是些你记得个老王子那个到这边做马人们都等我介绍。跟那个就大这样老这边等送，这都接着你忙你弄你接着等等等。马人们在这等我那个今年正在拉着呢，等你到张三金的送人等你早接这头。是照知道这你见这道路们在人家我那样懒的。最多呢，几斤别了我这了，道路的门把着啥呢？我当就用路多把，路主不必那我觉得说，鸟姐见不走的你没想送的马路见不俺家，把个当俺咱都什么多，东把的街将拉上咱喽。各位法师、各位道友，大家下午好。
Good evening, everyone.
我们现在准备讲今天的课。
We are going to begin now with tonight's teaching.
听课之前，请大家发菩提心。
Before we do begin with the teaching, please everyone make an aspiration of bodhicitta.
因为菩提心就是我们大乘佛教的精华，也就是大乘佛教的灵魂，也是大乘佛教的基础。
Bodhicitta is the essence of the Mahayana path. It's also its soul and it's also its foundation.
所以我们不论是烧香拜佛、诵经、持咒、闻思修心，都需要菩提心的基础。
So for this reason, regardless of whether we are making offerings of incense or reciting sutra or reciting mantra or listening, contemplating or practicing the teachings, in all of these cases we need to do so with bodhicitta.
所以我们每一次听经闻法的时候都要发菩提心。
So because of this, every single time we listen to a Dharma teaching, we need to do so with bodhicitta.
那什么叫做菩提心呢？简单的说，菩提心就是两个决定，或者是两个决心，下决心。
So what is it that we mean by bodhicitta? Putting it simply, it's essentially two commitments or two resolves.
那第一个决定是什么呢？首先我们要有慈悲心，就是因为有强大的慈悲心，然后就是下决心，我要让天下所有的众生解脱，要这样子下决心，这是菩提心的一半。
So the first of these commitments is that which comes on a strong foundation of compassion, and it is the commitment to work for the liberation of all living beings, and this is the first half of the bodhicitta aspiration.
第二个决定就是如果我们要让天下所有的众生成佛的话，首先我们自己要成佛。如果我们自己还没有成佛的话，就很难让一切众生成佛。所以就是为了让一切众生成佛，下决心首先我自己要成佛。
So the second commitment follows on from this. If we are going to go about the work of bringing other beings to liberation, then first it is necessary that we attain Buddhahood for ourselves. If we have not done this, then it's very difficult for us to actually actualize this work. So therefore it is in order to bring all other beings to liberation that we vow to first attain Buddhahood ourselves, and this makes up the aspiration of bodhicitta.
简单的说 我为了让一切众生成佛，所以首先我自己成佛，为了成佛，为了解脱，我今天来学习修心这样子的法缘叫做菩提心。
So putting it very simply, the resolve or the commitment to work for the liberation of other living beings, and in order to do this, to first attain Buddhahood, is what we mean by bodhicitta. And so with this aspiration, we take this aspiration to the teaching that we are listening to tonight, and this is listening with bodhicitta.
好，这样子的菩提心就是我们的学佛的动力，也就是学佛的动机，学佛的目标。
So this motivation or commitment is the power of our Buddhist study. It's also the motivation underpinning it.
好，这样子发菩提心，然后接下来我们讲今天的课。
So everybody please make an aspiration of bodhicitta now, and we will continue with this evening's teaching.
好，今天的课就是讲怎么样自利利他大乘佛教讲自利利他，这是大乘佛教的精神大乘佛教的核心的思想。那我们在实际这个现实生活当中，我们怎么样这个自利利他，怎么样用怎么样去做自利利他？那我们今天就是讲这个方面的课。
So the topic for this evening's teaching is how to go about benefiting both self and other. Benefiting self and other is the Mahayana spirit. It's a key Mahayana attitude. You might say it's the core of Mahayana thought. So the topic of this evening's teaching is how we go about practicing this in our everyday lives.
首先自利就是利益自己，饶益自己。 利他就是饶益其他的众生这个自利利他有很多不同的层次，比如说从世俗的角度也可以做自利利他，从世俗的层面也可以自利利他，然后从佛教的方面呢也可以自利利他，所以这个自利利他就可以有很多不同的层次。
First of all, the notion of benefiting both self and other. Actually, this can be understood from many different levels. It's possible to benefit both self and other in a worldly or mundane or ordinary way. It's also possible to do so in a Buddhist way. So benefiting self and other can be understood in different ways.
从世俗的角度讲，自利就是我们去赚稍微多一点的钱，然后让自己日子过得好一点，然后心情就是愉快一点。这样子的话，我们大家都认为这个就是自利，利益自己。
In terms of benefiting oneself from an ordinary or worldly point of view, many people are of the idea that this is really about making a bit of money so that we can lead better lives and lead happier lives. This is their understanding of benefiting self.
然后利他，就是我们尽量的参加一些社会的公益活动。 然后有需要帮助的人，我们尽量去帮助这个就是我们从世俗的层面的利他。
And in terms of benefiting other from a worldly or ordinary point of view, we usually understand this to mean taking part in different voluntary activities and doing our best to help people who need it. This is our ordinary or benefiting others understood from an ordinary or worldly perspective.
这些自利和利他，从世俗的层面来看的话，那都可以说是自利，是利他，都可以说是自利利他。但是呢，这个利益自己的这个程度也不是很高啊，就是为了让自己这一生日子过得稍微好一点，心情稍微愉快一点，也是一种自利。但是呢，这个利益不了就是很长时间，这个利益的程度达不到很高。
So these understandings of benefiting self and other from a worldly or ordinary perspective, we can say are definitely benefiting self and other. However, the extent to which they do so is not particularly great. So the understanding of benefiting self that we just spoke of really was just about improving one's life's quality and leading a generally more happy life. So whilst this is one way of benefiting self, it's not a particularly long-term vision of doing so.
然后利他，那我们有需要帮助的人，我们去帮助，就是主要是物质方面的帮助，参加一些这个公益活动。那这个从世俗的层面来讲，也是一种这个利他，但是这个利益呢，也就是范围很小，所以它的这个是很有限我们利益的这个程度很有限，所以呢也就利益不了很多的人，但是呢这也是一种利他。
And in terms of benefiting others, the kind of approach we just spoke of, where we mainly focus on material means and taking part in charity activities and so on, is one way of benefiting others. However, it is relatively limited in scope. It's limited in the extent to which it is able to enable us to help a great deal of other people. So whilst this is a form of helping others, it's not the greatest possible way.
这两种利益从大乘佛教的角度来讲都可以接受，大乘佛教也不排斥，这两个都可以。学大乘佛教徒他也可以这样子利益自己利益别人都是可以。但是呢，从大乘佛教的这个核心的思想来看，大乘佛教鼓励我们应该去追求更高层次的自利和利他。
So from the point of view of the Mahayana teachings, these two ways of going about benefiting self and other are acceptable. They're certainly not to be rejected, and practitioners of the Mahayana path can go about helping or benefiting self and other in these ways. However, in terms of the core thought of the Mahayana tradition, it really encourages us to aim for a higher level of benefiting self and other.
那大乘佛教的更高层次的利己和利他是什么呢？大乘佛教认为我们在这个六道轮回当中有生老病死的这个痛苦，这是我们的一个生命当中的一个自然的规律。这个自然的规律，我们任何人都没有办法回避。那如果有这个生老病死这样子的痛苦，解决不了这样子的痛苦的话，那对自己的利益，对别人的利益，其实也就是不是很大的利益。所以呢，大乘佛教鼓励我们，如果要利己那就解决自己的生老病死的问题；如果要利他，也就是鼓励我们去这个解决别人其他众生的生老病死的这个痛苦。如果我们解决自己的生老病死的痛苦，同时能够解决同时能够帮助 解决其他人的这个生老病死的问题的话，那这个就是大乘佛教觉得才是真正的利己和利他。
So what is this higher level of benefiting self and others that the Mahayana teachings encourage us to pursue? Well, within the 6 realms of cyclic existence, the sufferings of birth, of aging, of illness, of death are seen as inevitable. They're a natural order that it is. These go hand in hand with the nature of cyclic existence. And it is seen that if we are not able to transcend this suffering for ourselves, then the benefit that we are able to do others is in fact not of a very great extent. So what the teachings do encourage us to do is to first solve for ourselves the sufferings of cyclic existence, and then help others to solve or to transcend the sufferings of cyclic existence for themselves. So if we're able to do these 2 things, firstly transcend the sufferings of cyclic existence for ourselves and assist others in doing so too, then we are really and truly accomplishing benefiting self and benefiting other.
所以大乘佛教认为我们每一个人在现实生活当中可以去追求现实生活当中的幸福和快乐，只要我们的幸福和快乐没有建立在其他众生的这个痛苦之上，这样子的话，那我们可以去追求这个现实生活当中的幸福快乐，这一生的下一世的都没有问题。但是呢，如果只有这一点的这个追求，没有其他追求的话，那就是大乘佛教就认为这个追求就实际上得不到什么真正的幸福和快乐，所以呢也得不到真正的利己和利他。所以真正能够得到利己和利他，就是需要解脱。
So the Mahayana teachings, in terms of our everyday life, see us as entitled to pursue happiness and joy. There's no problem in doing this, so long as it's not founded on sufferings of other beings. So it's fine if this is not the case for us to pursue our own happiness in this life or the next life, whatever the case may be, it's fine. However, just this small scale of pursuing happiness and joy is not seen as able to achieve real benefit for self and other. In order for this to be the case, it is necessary that we pursue liberation.
这一生当中，我们有很多很多的选择，因为我们有这么多的选择，所以呢，佛经里面讲人生难得。人生为什么这么难得？就是因为我们有这么多的选择。如果得到了一个人生，那就是有很多很多的选择。有这么多的选择是非常的不容易的，来之不易的。所以呢，佛经讲佛教就讲人生难得，原因就是因为我们有很多的选择那有这么多选择的话，那我们确实是静下来好好的想一想，我们在这一生当中，我们真正对我们来说非常重要的，我们一定要去追求的东西是什么？这个我们每一个人值得思考。
In this life, we are presented with many different choices. And it's because of these many choices that we have that the sutras speak of the preciousness of human existence. And why, again, is this human rebirth or human existence regarded as so precious? Precisely because of all of these potential choices that we have that go hand in hand with being human. This is not something that is common. It's actually very rare. It's not something that's come about easily at all. So given the fact that we do have as many choices as we do, everyone really needs to sit down quietly and give a great deal of thought to what then is the most important thing that we should pursue in this life of ours.
金钱权力、名声，这些都是我们世俗的人是非常羡慕、非常向往的东西。那这些都可以有都可以有，但是呢，如果只有这些，只懂得追求这些，没有其他的追求，这样子的话，虽然是我们有很多的选择，但是我们这么多的选择当中呢，只选了这么几个，而且也就是不是能够利己和利他的一些这样子的东西。那这就大乘佛教就觉得这个就是有点不划算，所以鼓励我们在这些追求这些的同时，有更高一点的追求，就是我们刚才讲的这个解脱。
Things like money, power, reputation, etc. are things that most ordinary people really yearn for. It's okay if we are interested in attaining these things. However, if they are the only things that we care about and we have no other pursuits or goals in addition to these, then it's rather a pity that out of so many potential choices that we have, we simply choose these ones which are not able really to be of true benefit to self and other. So from the point of view of the teachings, this kind of choice would not be seen as a particularly worthwhile choice. So it's necessary, therefore, that in addition to these kinds of goals or pursuits, that we have an even higher one, and that is the goal of liberation.
这一生对我们来说是一个非常关键的时刻，是一个整个的这个生命轮回的过程当中，是一个非常非常关键的一个环节。为什么这么说呢？我们之前也不一定有太多的这样子的机会，然后之后也不一定有很多这样子的机会，因为我们过去没有太多的这样子的机会，所以我们从无始以来到今天，在这个轮回当中流转了很长很长的时间，但是我们每一次来了走的时候呢，就是两手空空的，没有得到什么东西每一次都基本上都是这样子。那是因为我们那个时候的选择不是很准确，那这一次我们如果选择不正确错误这样子的话，那以后有没有这样子的机会非常的难，非常的难得，非常的难，有没有这样的机会很难说。所以呢，我们这一次呢，我们每一个人真的要静下来思考一下我们真正的需要的，真正一定要去追求的这个到底是什么。所以这个是每一个人来说是非常重要的。
This life that we have is a very critical juncture for all of us in the course of our many lifetimes. The reason for this is that prior to this lifetime, we probably didn't have many opportunities like this before, and it's uncertain whether or not we will have opportunities like this in the future. And in fact, since the beginningless time, we have been spinning in cyclic existence. Each time we are reborn, each time we pass, we leave empty-handed. And the reason that we pass from each life empty-handed is because the choices that we have made in that life have not been particularly sound. So if this happens again in this life, if we continue to make unsound and mistaken choices, then it is very difficult to say whether or not we will have such an opportunity again in the future. So for this reason, this time in this life, it is really necessary that everybody contemplate very seriously what it is that we should be aiming for in this life. This is very important.
这一生我们拥有一个这样子的机会，拥有一个这样子的人生，是我们自己的前世上一世的福报所积累的福报，这个福报的结果。那么现在这一生呢，我们享受这个结果，这个福报的同时我们要想怎么样更上一层楼。
So the fact that in this life we have this opportunity, that we have this human form, is the result of positive karma accumulated in past existences. So at the same time that we enjoy the fruit of this past positive karma, we need to continue to aim to one level higher.
那么我们要追求，要希求解脱，这样子的话，那什么叫做解脱？简单的给大家介绍一下。
So if it's liberation that we're to be aiming for, what is it that we mean by liberation? I'd just like to talk about this briefly.
首先，我们要知道解脱到底谁解脱？是我们的这个肉体解脱，还是我们的精神得解脱呢？得解脱的是我们的这个精神我们的精神，我们的思想，或者是我们的意识，把它转化为佛的智慧这叫做解脱。
So in terms of liberation, who is it that is liberated, or what is it that is liberated? Is it the physical body, or is it our minds? Well, what is liberated is our minds. It's our consciousness. As our minds or our consciousness are transformed into the wisdom of the Buddha, this is what we refer to as liberation.
我们可以这样子理解我们每一个人的心，我们每一个人的意识，就像一个矿石一样。矿石从表面上看起来就是一个石头，但是呢矿石里面就含有矿物质那我们的意识，我们的心就像一个矿石一样。
So we can understand it in this way. We can say that everyone's mind is like a mineral rock that contains deposits of precious metals. On the outside, it looks like a normal rock, but in actual fact, inside it contains precious metals.
矿石可以加工，加工了以后呢，矿石当中的里面的这个矿物质和它的其他的没有用的这些渣子叫做矿渣，这两个可以分离分离了以后呢，然后这个矿物质它最后就是变成了一个非常纯洁非常纯洁非常干净的一个矿物质。
So mineral rocks are able to be refined, and in so doing it's possible to separate the mineral deposit from the sediment. And when this is done, the mineral substance that is left is extremely pure.
所以我们要相信我们的心和我们的这个心的本性 这两个是可以分开的。我们现在的这个意识，或者是我们的各种各样的情绪，这些情绪它就是狂识的表面的这个现象一样，也就是狂杂，它们都是狂杂，而不是狂物质。狂物质是我们的这个情绪，我们这个情绪的背后，或者是往这个情绪的最深的地方，有我们的佛心佛心，如来藏佛心。那这个佛心跟我们的这个情绪、烦恼分离、分开分开了以后呢，最后把这些烦恼、情绪全部端掉，然后最后就是剩下的就是我们的佛心如来藏光明纯洁的那这个时候这叫做这个状态就叫做解脱。
So we need to believe that it is similarly possible that it is possible to, or that our mind or the superficial phenomena of our mind are separate from its basic or fundamental nature, that it's possible to separate the two. So in our minds, our thoughts and emotions, these are superficial phenomena, rather like sediment in the rock deposit, not the actual mineral deposit itself. So in terms of our minds, at the deepest place of these thoughts, in fact, lies our Buddha nature. And when we eliminate our afflictions and negative thoughts and emotions, what we are left with is our Buddhist nature, luminous and pure. And this state is what we call liberation.
这个狂识加工的过程就像我们的修行，也就是说，我们的修行就是像这个狂识的加工狂识的加工。那这个修行就是一种训练，一种我们的内心的一种训练。通过这个训练，把我们的这些情绪、烦恼全部断掉。那这个断掉的这个过程叫做修行。
So the process of refining mineral rock can be likened to our path, or the process of doing so can be likened to our Dharma practice. So practice is a kind of training, a kind of mind training, and through our practice we eliminate our thoughts and negative emotions.
这个狂识加工的过程也就是我们的修行的过程当中有3个非常非常重要的环节。那这3个就叫做戒、定、慧持戒、禅定，然后就是智慧，这3个是非常关键的。
So in this process of mind training, or in the course of our practice, there are 3 terms that are extremely important, and they are ethical discipline, meditative concentration, and wisdom.
然后有了这个禅定有了这个戒律持戒，就戒由戒生定，然后有了定就会有慧，所以叫做有定有定生慧。所以这个戒定慧前后都是有因果的关系。
And it said that once we have ethical discipline, this gives rise to meditative concentration or samadhi, and that once we have samadhi, this in turn gives rise to wisdom. And so we can therefore see that these 3 have a causal relationship between them.
还有这个我们内心的这个训练，这个加工整个的过程也可以归纳为六度六度。那么六度当中也有第二，就是这个持戒。
The process of training our minds or refining our minds can also be encompassed within the 6 parameters or the 6 perfections. And the second of these is that of ethical discipline.
这个戒律六度里面的戒律，或者是戒定慧当中的戒律，是对一个修行人就是作为一个不管是出家人或者是在家人作为一个修行的人的话，这个戒是基础，非常的重要。所以我们今天给大家介绍这个六度里面的戒，大乘佛教的戒我们怎么样在现实生活当中应用我们今天准备给大家介绍这方面的一些大家比较可以用得上的一些事情。
Ethical discipline, whether it be the second parameter, or whether it be ethical discipline in the threefold formula of ethical discipline, samadhi, and wisdom, is very important for a practitioner of the Dharma, regardless of whether we are speaking of an ordained practitioner or a non-ordained practitioner. Regardless, for any practitioner, ethical discipline is the foundation of practice. So tonight what I would like to talk about is ethical discipline within the 6 parameters, and in particular how to go about practicing it in our everyday lives.
如果我们知道这些修行的方法这样子的话，在现实生活当中任何一个时候我们可以修行，任何一个事情都可以变成一种修行生活工作等等都可以变成一种修行。但是前提的条件就是我们要知道这些怎么样应用怎么样把这些事情变成一种方法，变成一种修行这个是非常重要，这是第一个。第二个光是知道还不行，所以需要有一点点基础训练，需要一点这个修行的基础。只要有了这两个，这样子的话，我们生活当中的很多很多的事情工作当中遇到的很多的问题，都可以把它变成一种修行。
So if we understand, if we're familiar with methods of practice, then we can readily use them in our everyday lives in such a way that all situations can be used as an opportunity for practice, whether it be situations in our everyday lives or in our work lives or whatever the case may be. The prerequisite or the fundamental precondition, however, is that we understand how to go about using these situations as an opportunity for practice. Knowing how to do so is not enough. In addition to this, we do need to have some foundation in our practice as well. However, once we have these two things, then in our lives, in our work lives, etc., then we will be able to transform any situation into an opportunity for practice.
然后菩萨戒在这个大乘佛教里面的戒律有详细一些细节呢，我们今天不讲，因为这些细节有多少，比如说菩萨戒有20条戒，或者16条、14条戒、8条戒，这方面的比较多这些我们今天不讲，因为这些条数就是比较复杂还有一个呢，慧灯之光里面有这个全面的介绍了这个菩萨戒的这些戒条，那么这些戒条我们不讲 今天我们给大家介绍一下，在现实生活当中，我们总的来说怎么样应用，怎么样用这个菩萨的劫。
So, in terms of the Bodhisattva vow, which falls under the category of ethical discipline, in terms of its details, such as how many vows it encompasses, the different numbers and categories of vows, etc., we're not going to go into these details tonight because they're rather complex. In addition, there is a comprehensive overview of the Bodhisattva vows in the Wisdom Light book series. So tonight what we're really going to be looking at is how we go about applying this ethical discipline in our everyday lives.
首先我们要知道如果我们要守一个真正的菩萨戒，标准的菩萨戒，这样子的话，首先需要有菩提心有了菩提心，在这个菩提心的基础上才可以守这个菩萨戒，如果没有菩提心，就不会有标准的菩萨戒。
So the first thing that we need to know is that in order to take the Bodhisattva vow, it's necessary that we first generate bodhicitta. And it is upon this foundation of having cultivated bodhicitta that we take the bodhisattva vow. If we don't have bodhicitta to begin with, then in taking the bodhisattva vow, we won't be doing so in a particularly proper way.
但是我们在这个菩萨戒里面有一部分的方法，有一部分的这个菩萨戒我们可以在现实生活当中都可以用，还没有受菩萨戒之前也可以用因为我们这些戒律在现实生活当中用的话，它就变成一种修行。
However, even if we haven't taken the Bodhisattva vow yet, or until we do so, there nevertheless are aspects of the vows or parts of the vows that we can still use in our everyday lives that can become a part of our practice.
好，首先这个菩萨戒有3种菩萨戒，有3个不同的菩萨戒，相互之间呢都有关系，但是呢有3个不同的菩萨戒。第一个菩萨戒叫做律仪戒。律仪戒的意思就是说，我们适当的规范一下自己的行为比如说我们身体做事情，然后呢我们的嘴巴说话，然后就是心去想事情这样子的时候呢，尽量的不要伤害其他的众生我们尽量的伤害众生的这些言行举止尽量的这个断掉，或者是尽量的回避这个叫做律仪戒。
So of the 3 types of or 3 categories of bodhisattva vow or the ethical discipline corresponding to the bodhisattva vow, there are 3 categories. And the first category entails us restraining from acting or thinking or speaking destructively. So doing our best not to harm other beings and doing our best to give up behavior that does harm other beings.
这样子我们作为一个佛教徒，尤其是作为一个大乘佛教徒，这样子的话，我们在生活当中、工作当中一定要高度重视我的这个言行举止有没有伤害到其他众生其他众生的生命、其他众生的身体、其他众生的心情这个非常重要，时时刻刻都要关注这个要重视。
So as practitioners of the Mahayana path, it's really important in our lives, in our work contexts, etc., that we pay attention to whether our actions, our words, and our thoughts are harming others, whether they're harming their lives, their bodies, their minds, etc. This is something that we need to bear in mind constantly and pay a great deal of attention to.
第二条，第二种戒律叫做饶益有亲戒。饶益有亲就是我们在现实生活当中尽量的去帮助众生，尽量的去利益众生尽量的我们的身体做事语言讲话，然后就是心去思考问题的时候呢，尽量的要想到我们怎么样去帮助众生，能不能利益众生等等，就是这个方面尽量要重视这叫做饶益有亲戒。
So the second category of bodhisattva vow entails us helping others, that is, benefiting others, engaging in conduct that works to the benefit of other beings. So this is in terms of our action, the things we do, our speech, the things we say, and our minds, the thoughts that we have. And particularly when we are thinking about issues, we really need to give attention to how it is that we can help others and benefit others. This is the second category of bodhisattva vow.
第三条就第三种戒叫做摄善法戒，善法摄受就是我们尽量的去行持善法，那善法就是六度我们尽量的行善断恶这个戒就是第三条第三种戒。
The third category of bodhisattva vow entails us engaging in positive action. So engaging in positive action, avoiding destructive action, this is the third category of bodhisattva vow.
这三个戒里面呢，前面的两条戒前面我们刚才讲前面的两条戒当中呢就可以包含所有的佛教的教义中观四百论，我想应该很多人知道的中观四百论那这个中观四百论里面讲佛教整个的这个佛教可以归纳为两个最核心的问题那第一个是什么呢？不伤害众生不伤害大乘佛教、小乘佛教，所有的佛教它的核心的思想就是不伤害别人，不伤害众生，这是非常关键，非常的重要。我们不能为了任何个人的利益从大乘佛教的要求来讲不可以任何个人的利益去伤害众生，这个就是佛教的核心的思想无论是大乘小乘都是一样。
So of these three categories of vows, the first two encompass all the teachings of the Buddha. In the text, the 400 Madhyamaka verses, there is a verse that says that all of the Buddha Dharma can be encapsulated with by two things. The first of these is not harming other beings. So whether it be the Mahayana or the teachings of the basic vehicle, not harming others, not harming other beings is a core value. It's extremely important, particularly in terms of the requirements of the Mahayana path. Under no circumstances, for not any reason of self-interest, are we permitted to harm other beings.
不伤害众生这是一个，另外一个呢， 不仅仅是不伤害，而且在这个不伤害众生的基础上，尽量的去利益众生、饶益众生啊。那这两个是这两个叫做不伤害众生。
So in addition to not harming other beings, we should also do our best to benefit them. So these two put together can be understood as meaning not harming other beings.
另外一个就是正悟空心啊，正悟空心，就除了这两个以外，没有第三个佛教啊。第一个是不伤害众生啊。不伤害众生，我们可以理解不伤害这三个字，我们可以分两种，一个就是不去伤害众生，另外一个呢，不伤害众生的基础上，尽量的去帮助众生，可以这样子理解啊，这是一个。另外一个就是正悟空心啊，那除了这两个以外，就是没有第三个佛经啊，佛教。所有的佛教啊，所有的大乘佛教、小乘佛教，或者是所有佛经的内容，也就是这两个可以包含在这两个当中都可以归纳为这两个是佛教的精华。
So of these two things which encapsulate the entirety of the Buddhist teachings, the second is realizing emptiness, the realization of emptiness. So the first important teaching, doing no harm to other beings, it's possible for us to, in fact, understand this in three ways. The first way meaning not to harm other beings. The second being while not harming other beings, to work for their benefit. And the third being to realize emptiness. Beyond these two things, or when expanded, these 3 points, there is in fact no other Buddhist teaching. All of the teachings of the Mahayana path, the basic vehicle, they are all included or encapsulated within these things. In fact, these encompass all of the content and teachings of the Buddhist scriptures. They are the essence of Buddhism.
这两个当中呢，我们今天主要是讲前面就是不伤害众生啊。那不伤害众生的，我们刚才讲的，它有两个不同的内容啊。第一个，不伤害众生，是我们刚才讲的三种戒律里面的第一个，就是律仪戒。律仪戒就是不去伤害别人或者是其他的众生啊。这个就是大乘佛教的第一个戒。
So of these two important core teachings of the Buddhist tradition, today we are going to be focusing on non-harm, not harming other beings. So as we just mentioned, this corresponds with the one of the categories of bodhisattva vow, that is not harming or acting in a destructive way to other beings.
不伤害众生的第二层意思第二层意思就是尽量的去利益众生，这是我们刚才讲的三种菩萨戒里面的饶益有情戒饶益有情戒实际上这是一个意思。
So not harming other beings, as we have just seen, has a second layer of meaning, and that is to also work for the benefit of other beings. As we looked at before, helping others and working for the benefit of other beings is the second category of bodhisattva vow.
好，我们可以这样子理解如果我们确实是没有时间去学习很多的佛经，然后实在是没有时间去修行 那这样子的话，就有一个简单的方法。简单的方法，首先第一个就是要发菩提心。如果没有菩提心的话，那这些都不能变成大乘的佛教所以要有菩提心的基础。首先发菩提心，然后有了这个菩提心以后呢，我们在生活和工作当中尽量的断除伤害众生的事情，回避伤害众生的事情，然后尽量的利益众生就根据自己的力量尽量的去利益众生这样子也算是一个大乘佛教徒，也是一种大乘佛教的修行人，这样子是非常好的。那这个当中呢，比较难的就是比较难一点的高难度的，就是有这个菩提心的基础。如果这个问题解决了有了菩提心，能够发起菩提心，那这样子这个基础上点点滴滴的去做，能做多少就做多少，那这也是一个非常好的大乘佛教的修行。
If we don't have a lot of time to study the Buddhist teachings or really a lot of time to engage in practice, there is one very simple approach that we can take, and this involves us first generating bodhicitta. Because without bodhicitta, then our practice won't correspond with the level of the Mahayana path. So the first thing to do then is for us to work on generating or cultivating bodhicitta. And once we have done this, then we go about giving up harmful or behavior or conduct that is harmful or destructive to others, and doing our best in whatever capacity we can to benefit other beings. And doing just practicing in this way can or is indeed considered Mahayana practice. The difficult thing is actually first generating or cultivating bodhicitta. If we're able to do this, however, then if we go on bit by bit, step by step, just one little bit at a time, then this is a very good way of practicing, and it is a form of practice that corresponds with the Mahayana path.
这两条解，实际上我们在现实生活当中都是可以用的，能用得上的，要求也不是很高从最简单开始做这当中呢这个最关键的就首先我们不伤害众生当中最关键的就是第一个不伤害众生的生命第一个就是不伤害众生的生命，这一点确实是非常的重要我们很多佛教徒就在这个杀生这个方面呢也不是很多，但是有些个别的佛教徒呢，比如说自称是学佛的，但是呢比如说拍蚊子然后就去踩蟑螂我们平时不太喜欢的不太欢迎的动物里面呢，像蚊子呀蟑螂蚂蚁就是这些很多人都不喜欢的。那学佛就是自称是学佛的人也就会去采食蚂蚁故意的去采食蟑螂，然后就去拍蚊子，有这样子的不好的习惯这个是作为一个大乘佛教徒或者是小乘佛教徒也是一样。首先我们要做到不去伤害众生的生命这个应该是大家可以做到的。我们要严格的要求自己不去伤害众生的生命，然后呢其他的我们一步一步来。
So the two aspects of this vow are something that everyone can put in practice in their everyday lives. The first thing that we need to focus on is not harming or not doing harm to other living beings. And in respect of this, the very fundamental thing is not doing harm to their lives. This is extremely important. whilst it might not be a great number of people, nevertheless there are people who claim to be Buddhists who nevertheless go about intentionally killing mosquitoes and cockroaches, ants and other pests, insects and animals that humans don't tend to particularly like so much. This is in fact a very negative habit. In fact, not causing harm to the lives of others is something that we really need to make this, in fact, a very strict requirement of ourselves. And this is the basic requirement. And upon this foundation, then we can go about carrying out this vow in other ways.
我们比如说吃饭的时候，如果我们平时不能吃素的话，也可以，但是呢，不能吃活的生命，凡是活杀的都不要去吃，或者也就不要去点杀还有就是比如说厨房里面有蟑螂，我们认为这个厨房是我花钱买的，这是我的地方，但是呢他们会觉得我就在这个地方诞生的出生的，这就是我的出生地，是我的地盘，他们会这么认为那我们这个实际上按道理来讲，我们人是没有权利把他们赶出去，但是我们有实力把他们赶出去赶出去可以，但是不要杀不要杀死。我们很多人也经常问有了这个蟑螂怎么办，蚂蚁怎么办具体的办法呢应该是有的，但是呢就是有一个很确定的，就是我们不可以杀这些动物，因为每一个众生都是非常非常害怕恐惧死亡，这个从这个角度来讲，一只蚂蚁一只这个蚊子或者是蟑螂都是一样，所以我们从他们的感受从这个角度来讲的话，我们应该小心一点不能随意的去杀害众生。
So in terms of our diet, even if it's not possible for us to be vegetarian, nevertheless we should under no circumstance eat live creatures or kill live creatures in order to eat. And in terms of our kitchens and cockroaches in our kitchen, of course many of us think this is my kitchen, I was the one who bought it. The cockroaches themselves, they think this is my territory, this is where I was born. So even though in principle we have no right to get rid of them, in fact what we have in fact is the physical clout to be able to do so. So whilst we can get rid of them, we are not able to kill them. There are ways to get rid of them that don't involve killing them and harming their lives. So the fundamental thing is that we cannot under any circumstances kill the lives, take the lives of such creatures. The reason being that every single being, regardless of whether they are an ant or a cockroach, is extremely fearful, extremely terrified of death. And so we should be very careful in terms of our treatment of these creatures.
然后作为一个大乘佛教徒能够吃素是非常好的。大乘佛经里面呢强调吃素，如果能够吃素的话，我们一方面不伤害众生，另外一方面呢有帮助我们自己的慈悲心的增长，都有帮助。但是如果实在是不具备这个条件的话呢，我们也不能学佛和吃素这个等同不能等同，也就是说 不能吃素就不能学佛不能这样子认为，但是作为一个大乘佛教徒，能吃素是最好的。
From a Mahayana perspective, being able to be vegetarian is very good. The Mahayana scriptures very much emphasize vegetarianism, and the two benefits that they describe as coming from vegetarianism is that firstly, we thereby don't harm the lives of other creatures, and secondly, being vegetarian assists us in increasing our compassion. However, if this is something that is simply not possible, then we shouldn't equate being vegetarian with being a Buddhist. Even though it is great if we can be vegetarian, it's still possible to be a Buddhist and to study Buddhism if one is not. However, from a Mahayana perspective, of course, being vegetarian is excellent.
大乘佛教里面讲了很多的大乘佛教的菩萨戒律条书很多。但是呢，所有的戒律当中最重要的或者是说所有的戒律的这个最终极的意义就是不伤害众生。
So in the Mahayana scriptures contain many divisions within the Bodhisattva vows. However, the most important thing of all of the vows and the most important thing of all of Buddhist ethical discipline is not harming others.
那我们这些比如说在我们生活当中工作当中根本就不去伤害众生伤害人，这个几乎是不太可能的不太现实的但是不管是人也好动物也好，我们可以下决心我不故意伤害任何一个众生的生命这一点应该是可以做得到。自己如果我们自己愿意的话，其实实际上条件上应该是允许的，应该是可以的。我们的生活不是一定要去杀生不一定要跟杀生有连在一起。所以这一点我们要考虑一下。比如说我们今天来听课的每一个人也要考虑一下能不能做得到。如果能做得到的话，自己可以在回去以后呢在自己的佛堂里面或者是自己修行的时候呢下决心从此以后呢不故意伤害无意的就不算。比如说我们走路的时候呢不小心踩死了小动物，或者是在交通事故当中发生了意外等等，这些都不算就是故意去杀害，为了吃为了什么都一样，反正故意的去杀害众生的生命伤害众生的生命，这一点我们作为一个佛教徒应该做得到如果连这一点都做不到的话，那我们学大乘佛教确实有一定的难度。
In our everyday lives, not harming any beings, not harming any people at all is something that's actually rather difficult. However, in terms of harming people and animals, there is one resolve or one commitment that we can take, and that is not to intentionally take their lives, not to intentionally harm their lives. This is something, if we have the will to do, we are able, in fact, to carry out. It's our lives don't require us of necessity to take the lives of other beings. It is not necessary, it's not mandatory that our lifestyles be connected with taking the lives of other beings. So everyone here tonight, please go home and give thought to whether you are able to do this, to take on this commitment of not taking the lives of other beings. And if it's something that you feel that you can do, then in your shrines in your own home or during your own practice session, you can make a vow that from now on you will, from this point onwards, you will not intentionally take the lives of other beings for any kind of purpose. So in not intentionally, what we are referring to is not deliberately taking the life of another being. If one accidentally steps on a small creature or injures others in a car accident, this wouldn't be included because they're not intentionally harming others. But essentially making a commitment not to intentionally kill other beings is something, as Buddhists, we should be able to do. And if we are not able to do so, then actually practicing the Mahayana teachings is rather difficult.
如果我们今天听了这个课以后能够能够下决心，从今以后一生当中一辈子不故意杀生如果这样子发愿发心的话，那就是我们今天这个听课的最大的收获。
So if after listening to this teaching you go home and vow that from now on for this entire life you vow not to kill other beings or harm their lives, this aspiration in itself is the greatest takeaway from tonight's talk.
还有我们在日常生活当中时时刻刻要发几个愿，这是大乘佛教的精华，非常非常重要的心愿发愿。
In addition to this, there are several aspirations that we should continually make in our everyday lives.
随时随地或者是我们每一次做功课行善之后开始回想的时候等等。所有的时候都要发一个这样子的愿那发什么样的愿呢？我们发愿愿我生生死死都不要伤害任何一个众生的念一根毫毛都不要去伤害不仅仅是不伤害众生的生命，不伤害众生的身体，不伤害众生的心情连一根毫毛都不要去伤害这样子发自内心的去发愿我们今天做不到，这个我们现在做不到，我们做不到连一个众生的一个毫毛就是身体上的最最最小的一个部分这个都不伤害，这个我们做不到，但是呢要这样子发愿。
So this aspiration is one that we can make wherever we are, or in fact wherever we are, at whatever time it may be. It's one that we can make at the conclusion of any kind of positive action or at the end of a practice session when we dedicate our merit. So this aspiration involves us vowing that for all lives to come, we vow not to harm even the finest strand of hair on the body of another living being, let alone their life, their body, their feelings. And whilst this is most likely not something that we are able to do where we currently are in our present lives, nevertheless we make this aspiration for the future.
然后再发愿愿我未来的生生死死当中不要伤害众生的生命，伤害任何一个众生的生命来维持我自己的生命 比如说我变成了一个动物或者是一个人宁愿饿死宁可饿死也不要去伤害别人的生命这样子发心，这个我们随时随地都要发这样子的愿。
And in addition to this, we vow that for all of our future lifetimes, that we not take the life of any other being, not harm the life of any other being in order to sustain our own lives. So this vow entails making the aspiration that to rather die of starvation or thirst rather than harm another life. And this is an aspiration that we should make wherever we are and whatever time it may be.
佛教里面的很多的高深的法目前离我们有一定的距离，我们不一定能用得上，但是这些比较基础的这些东西呢，只要我们自己愿意的话，随时随地都能做得到用得上。所以我们很多人都是喜欢听很高深的法像大圆满、大手印然后呢这些很高深的法我们都很喜欢，但是呢高深的法当然是非常好的，但是这些基础如果我们不做或者是忽略这样子的话，听得再高深实际上我们用不上的。希望大家在现实生活当中这些大乘佛教的这些要求点点滴滴的去做，这样子呢对我们一定有很大的帮助。
In terms of the more advanced teachings in the Buddhist tradition, these are not ones necessarily that we are able to put into practice given the state that or given where we currently are. However, more basic teachings are ones that we can put into practice very directly in our everyday lives. So teachings on the Great Perfection, on the Mahamudra, etc. Everyone likes very much to listen to teachings on these advanced methods. And of course, these teachings are very good. However, without solid foundations in our practice, then teachings or methods such as Dzogchen and Mahamudra won't be of any use to us. So in terms of our practice, it's really necessary that everyone proceed step by step, and this kind of approach will be of much benefit to everyone.
然后第二条戒就是饶益有情饶益有情也是我们从这个工作生活当中尽量的就帮助一些需要帮助的人，比如说精神上、身体上、物质上各方面如果自己能够帮到的时候呢这些细节不要忽略能够帮得上，有这个机会的时候呢尽量的去利益众生。
So the second part of the vow to help other beings, this includes helping those who are in need, helping them in terms of whether it be need of psychological need or physical need or material need. If we are in a position to be able to help others in this way, then we shouldn't neglect the opportunity, and we shouldn't neglect the details or these small ways of helping them. So basically, if the opportunity presents itself, we should do our best to benefit others.
我们大乘佛教说，我们成了佛以后再去度众生， 实际上成佛以后最这个标准的度化众生，应该说最标准的、最完整的全面的去度化众生是成佛的时候还有一个呢，还是比较不错的这个境界是异地菩萨。我们异地得到了异地菩萨的境界以后呢，然后也可以做很好的去利益众生可以做很好的利益众生。那我们现在既没有成佛，也没有获得异地菩萨，那这个时候我们现在的这个状态能不能利益众生呢？也是可以的，只不过我们的能力没有像佛这么好，没有像异地菩萨那么好。但是呢，我们虽然还能力没有那么大，我们的能力有限，但是呢，我们随时随地只要有这个心随时随地都可以帮助到人，尽量的去利益众生。
So the Mahayana teachings say that first we should attain Buddhahood, and after doing this, go about helping others. And of course, this is the most perfect or level of benefiting others, to do so once one has attained Buddhahood. Another very sound level of accomplishment that one can benefit others from is the accomplishment of a first Bhumi Bodhisattva. Where we currently are, in a situation where we have neither attained Buddhahood nor achieved the level of a first Bhumi Bodhisattva, then can we, in our current state, still go about benefiting others? We can, of course. It's just that our capacity at the moment is not as great as a Buddha or a first Bhumi Bodhisattva. Our capacity at the moment is rather more limited. Nevertheless, at all times, harboring the attitude of wanting to benefit others, with this attitude we really should do our best to work for the benefit of other beings.
利益众生的这个前提的条件呢，我们自己首先去修一修这个菩提心或者是慈悲心这个是基础。如果我们没有修慈悲心的话，那利益众生最终也是为了自己的这个回报，最终也就是变成一个自私的心、功利的心。所以呢，我们利益众生饶益众生的前提的条件就是要去修慈悲心哪怕是每天只有5分钟或者是10分钟的时间，也可以每天有一个修慈悲心或者菩提心的时间的话这个逐渐这个慈悲心会增长的。
So in terms of working to benefit others, the first thing or the first requirement is that we cultivate compassion. This is the basic foundation. If we don't have a foundation in compassion, then even though we may ostensibly be working for the benefit of others, in actual fact we'll really just be doing so in order to receive some kind of repayment. And in this case, our helping others becomes a selfish motivation. So the first thing to do is to work on cultivating compassion. And we can do this by engaging in compassion practice for 5 or 10 minutes per day. And by practicing in this way, it is certain that our compassion will increase.
然后这个菩提心的基础上然后呢，我们再这个学一学佛教的这些教义然后佛教的一些观念，很多都是在现实生活当中是非常有用的但是这 知识仅仅是知识书本上的知识不一定能够帮助到人，所以我们要去修，稍微有一点这个修心的经验，那这样子的话，我们可以把我们学到的这个知识和这个修心的经验可以分享给更多的人，那这样子我们从佛教的角度可以利益更多的人。
So upon a foundation of bodhicitta, it's very good to then go on with a study of the contents of the Buddhist teachings. However, just theory, just ideas, is really bookish knowledge. What we need, in fact, is actually to internalize this through practice. So once we have some practice experience, then we are in a position to be able to share our knowledge and experience with others. And from a Buddhist point of view, this is doing greater benefit to other beings.
然后利益众生的方法呢，当然有很多种随时随地，只要我们有这个心，就随时随地都可以去做。希望大家尽量的考虑我们怎么样能够利益众生，怎么样帮助人这个随时都要关心一下，这样子我们的身边有很多很多的机会。
In terms of benefiting others, of course, there are many different ways that we can do this. As long as we are willing to do so, we are able to benefit others any place at any time. So it would be good if everyone would pay attention to how to pay attention to ways that we can go about helping other beings.
好，这个时候有一个心愿发愿这个非常非常重要了。我们刚才前面也就讲过了一个发愿这个随时随地都要发。那还有一个愿也是在大乘佛教里面非常重要的一个愿这个愿，这个心愿，我们也可以随时随地的去发那这个发愿呢，我们可以这样子发愿我能够我一个人能愿我一个人能让天下所有的众生离苦得乐愿我一个人能让天下所有的众生解脱成佛这样子的愿这个愿就是这个心愿是大乘佛教里面的一个非常重要的法愿这个法愿我们也是时时刻刻都要发这样子的愿。
There is another aspiration that is extremely important in the Mahayana teachings, and it's one that we should make all of the time, continuously. And this is the aspiration, may I enable all beings to achieve happiness and transcend suffering. May I myself enable all beings to attain Buddhahood and achieve liberation. This is an extremely important aspiration and one that we should make at all times.
好，这样子我们一个首先发菩提心，然后发了菩提心以后呢，我们刚才讲的第两个菩萨戒，一个就是不伤害众生，不伤害众生有一个实际的行动，也有一个发愿，那这两个尽量的去做。然后另外一个呢，我们利益众生饶益众生，那饶益众生也有一个实际的行动和一个心愿发愿那这四个两个实际行动，两个发愿这个我们现实生活当中点点滴滴的去做的话这是一个非常好的修行还有一个呢，我们这几个比较简单的修法就不需要很高深的理论，也不需要很高的境界，我们随时随地都用得上。所以 希望大家我们听了这个课以后呢，尽量的用到这个落实到工作和生活当中。
So, upon a foundation of bodhicitta, having generated bodhicitta, we then take on the two vows that we just mentioned, not harming other beings and working for the benefit of other beings. And both of these vows have two parts to them. The first part, an aspiration, and the second component, actual practice or actual conduct. So together they comprise four aspects of practice. And if we're able to actualize these in our everyday lives, then this really will be a very good kind of Dharma practice. It's very simple. It doesn't require a great deal of complex theory or a high level of realization. Nevertheless, it's a very good approach, and after this class, I hope that it is one that everyone can go about applying and practicing in their lives.
我们大部分的人都是刚刚上路的人刚刚上路的人，所以我们对自己的要求，或者是我们对别人的要求不高。虽然要求不高，但是如果能够做到这4个我们刚刚讲的2个法愿和2个实际的行动这样子的话，这个确实是一个在大乘佛教里面呢，这确实是一个非常好的基础，所以希望大家尽量的去做。
Everyone here is beginners on the path, and so therefore we are not setting the requirements too high. However, if everyone is able to put into practice these two aspirations and two kinds of conduct associated with both of these vows, then this would be a very good foundation indeed.
好，然后在这个基础上我们想学佛，如果真的想学佛的话，那我们稍微花一点时间去系统的去学习一下所谓的系统的学习呢，就并不是说我们去学很多很多的佛经系统，这个系统里面呢，有复杂的系统，也有简单的系统至少比如说我们修菩提心的话，那这个菩提心的修法也是一个系统的修法。那菩提心先修慈悲心，然后再修菩提心，然后再守这个菩萨戒，那这个也是一个系统，至少我们把这个系统学完，这样子以后呢，我们对佛教有所了解，对修心有所了解，这样子就比较容易以后的这个学佛修心各方面有帮助。
So, with this foundation in place, if there are people interested in then going on to really study to study Buddhism further, then it's necessary that this be done in a systematic way. Of course, in saying systematic, this doesn't necessarily mean that we have to study a great deal of content. There are more complex systems of study, and then there are also more simple systems of study. So we could actually say that the cultivation of bodhicitta, for example, is systematic or is a system of study. First of all, we go about generating compassion, and then go on to cultivating bodhicitta, and then after this we take the bodhisattva vows. So we can say that actually the cultivation of bodhicitta is a system unto itself. So if we do go about the study of Buddhism in this way, then it will be of benefit to our understanding of Buddhism and our practice of Buddhism, and of overall benefit to our future Buddhist study and practice.
我们也许有人想为什么今天给我们讲的这么简单呢？这么远的地方来，为什么不给我们讲一个大圆满呢、大手印呢、高深一点的法呢？确实今天我们讲的是很简单的，是很基础的，但是呢，我想如果我们能做到这一点的话，已经是很不错了。这是一个很好的出发点，是一个很好的起步。然后呢，有了这个起步以后其他的稍微比较高深的法，我想以后会有机会的，到时候大家可以听，大家可以讲。首先我们先做这一点，我觉得已经很好了。
Perhaps there might be people wondering why I have given a teaching on something so simple this evening. Why was it that coming from so far away that I gave a teaching on something as simple as this? Why didn't I teach on the Great Perfection or the Mahamudra or something like this? Well, it is true that what I have taught on this evening is simple, it is foundational. However, if we're actually able to practice it in practice, then this will be an excellent first step. And after we have actually established this, then I'm sure there will be opportunities in the future to hear teachings on other subjects. However, as a first step of Buddhist practice, this is a really excellent one.
当然我们今天在座的人当中呢，也会有修行很高的，或者是学佛学了很长时间的人都会有的。但是我想我们可能是大部分的人这个有些这些基础方面的有可能还没有做到很扎实，所以我们首先这个发菩提心我们今天讲的总结一下的话，首先是这个菩提心一个基础菩提心，然后就是2个发愿，2个实际的行动，一共是5个如果能够做到这5个这样子就是已经很不错，然后其他的我们可以一步一步的来。
There are probably some experienced practitioners here tonight, more advanced practitioners. However, I would say that for the majority of people, that their foundations in Buddhist practice are not particularly solid. So that's why tonight we have, if we summarize it, laid out the following approach. The first stage is generating bodhicitta. This is the foundation, and then upon this foundation we have 2 further vows, which both include aspiration components and conduct components. So in total that comprises 5 things or 5 components, and if we're able to put all of these into practice, this would be very excellent. And as for everything else, we can approach this in a step-by-step way.
好，我们今天的课讲到这里。好，我们现在做回向，我们现在做一个回向，我们今天的听经闻法的功德分享给天下所有的众生，天下所有的众生以我们的这个功德能让大家幸福快乐，很快就能够超越生死轮回，获得解脱，以这样子的心愿回向。
So we're now going to end with a dedication of our merit, and in doing so we make the aspiration that all beings, on the strength of the merit that we've generated in listening to this teaching tonight, may achieve happiness and very quickly transcend the sufferings of cyclic existence and achieve liberation.
Sonum de tamja zurbani domne ni pe jana barje kirga na je walon de ba Chibin Zolin Doa Doa Jo Om Ahom Banzernger Pamasade Om Ahom Banzernger Pamasade Om Ahom Banzernger Pamasade